channel. We're gonna be painting the calipers red to make them pop behind the rims. So we're gonna be doing that, and also I'm gonna be installing the Rallyarmor mud flaps. Let me just show you a few things that we're gonna need. Got these online. So we got the Rallyarmor right here. We're gonna install. Open that up for you. It's an easy package. It comes with the hardware you need, and of course these are supports for the mud flaps, so they're not just flapping around all over the place. Made of aluminum. And these are the mud flaps. We got instructions. So it's a little open boxing for you. What to expect getting some Rallyarmor. I chose this print because it goes more red and black with my car. I think it'll make it look pretty nice. I don't know. What do you think? That's that for the mud flaps. And also, let me show you real quick. My rims are, as you can see right there, they're bronze. Calipers are a little beat up. I think if I paint them red, it'll make the whole thing look really nice and pop out. So you let me know what you think about that, and just show you a couple more things real quick. I really don't think there's like a best paint caliper painter. You know, every time I've painted my calipers, I've used different kinds. This time I'm going with a spray. For the job, you're gonna need your caliper color, whatever color you want. And I chose red by Duplicolor, and it holds up to 500 degrees, so it can withstand the heat. And also I got the clear for that as well. You're also gonna need some brake cleaner, and you can use any brake cleaner. I just happen to have some of these, you know, left over from last time, so I'm gonna use these. I got Duplicolor caliper cleaner, which is the same as using any brake cleaner. So this is like the one everyone uses too. So by brake clean. If you want it to adhere to the calipers, you're gonna need to scuff it with a scuff pad like this. I'm using the red scuff pad. And lastly, you can also use a brush. Use a brush, toothbrush, whatever you got, and brush it, you know, kind of clean them off first. Anyways, I'm gonna show you how to do all that. So let's get to it. Let's get this show on the road. I said let's get this show on the road. No, I'm just kidding. Bow. I'm going to start with the Rallyarmor mud flaps. You're going to need an 11mm wrench, flathead screwdriver, and a regular screwdriver. That should be all you need for this job. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so first things first, let's take a screwdriver, Phillips head, these three screw clips out. One, two, three, and now you're gonna peel this back and expose the mounting points, these three mounting points right here in the back. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of the hardware that was given to us by Rallyarmor, and you have two different clips. You have one that looks like this and one that looks like this. So you're gonna want to use, for the top two, I'm gonna use the bigger one. Put it in there like that. Like that. Make sure it matches up the hole, and let's just push this back in. Make sure that this little bump that's sticking up is it's towards the back of towards the fender, because that's where the screw is gonna screw onto this part. So make sure that's go to the back. And then you just put this plastic back in. Just push it back to where it goes. Alright, so now that you got that in there and everything's backed to where it should be, you want to grab your support bracket for your mud flap, because what this is going to do is this is going to be right here, and you need to bend it to clear the tire when it's moving in and out. So you don't want the bracket or the mud flap to be rubbing against your tire. So basically they have a little notch right there, if you can see it, that little notch right there. You bend it at that notch, and I mean you can use the fender to kind of go with the fender, and it bends pretty easily, so you could use the fender to bend. Now what you need to do is grab your mud flap. I was looking at the mud flaps. There's one that looks like this. As you can see, it has a little tail over here. This one is the rear. This one right here is the front one. So now you grab your mud flap and make sure that the lettering is the one that the lettering is going through the back and matches the fender. Grab a washer, this clip, put the washer through the clip, then put it on that lower mounting point right there, like that. Push, and that would be. Now what you want to do, you want to grab this piece now that came with the Rallyarmor mud flaps, and you want to, that's basically just the backing. It's to help keep it nice and uniform, because as you can see this has like a lip, so that fits right there. And so you grab that piece and grab the long screw and a washer, put it through the hole of the Rallyarmor mud flap, and you go ahead and from the back side put the spacer on there. And what you want to do is get it to where it's gonna go right in there. Take the screwdriver and screw it in a little bit. You can do that too. Now guys, leave that hanging right there real quick. Grab 2 more washers and 2 smaller screws. Put the washers on the screws just like that, and grab your Phillips head screwdriver and mount those on to these other 2 spots here. So you got one right there and the next one up here. You don't really want to tighten it too much, because you want to actually give it some room so that you can kind of adjust where you want it, out or in. Now you just tighten it down until it's, you know, finger tight. You don't go too tight on them. We should be able to clear the tire here. We shall see, and I will definitely let you know. So that's the front mud flap. So now we're at the back. We're gonna install the rear mud flap. Take this clip right here out with a flathead screwdriver. Just pry it out a little by little here. Go around to the other side as well. Try to get it out evenly. This clip out just like that, and that gives you access to behind here. Take that bracket plied by Rallyarmor, put it in here between the bumper. There, take a small clip just like this one and put it on the bracket right just like that, because you're gonna need that. So when you mount the mud flap, now grab your mud flap and you turn it around like this. Put a washer in and your lock nut, another washer, lock nut. Also take your clip that you had taken out and put that back into place. Lastly, take a screw, short screw, put the short screw onto this section right here with the Phillips head. Tighten your short screw up. Tighten up your lock nuts till they finger tight, not too crazy. And you're pretty much done. I guess that's it. Now do the same thing to the other side and you will have mud flaps. I think that looks very nice.